Good morning, second graders. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far and are ready for some math. So first thing that I want you to do is we're just going to review a few problems about our number line hops. So 2 days ago, we did hops or skips on a number line. We started at 0. Sometimes we started at a different number, and then we hopped to a target number using hops of 1, 5, and 10. And our goal was to use as few hops as possible. So let me remind you, I'm going to write on my whiteboard right now. I'm going to make a quick number line to refresh your memory of what I mean. So if I had 0 and I wanted to hop to my target number of 12, I don't know if it's reversed for you when you see it, but hopefully you know what I mean. I would need to think how I could get to 12 with hops. Now, if I'm doing hops of 1, that wouldn't be the fastest way to get there. So I want to think how I can use hops of 5 or 10 to get to 12 faster. So what are you thinking in your head? Which is the first hop that you would do? I would hop by 10. Now, when you do this on your own, I want you to remember to be sure to label 2 things. I've noticed that we as second graders are really good at labeling the hop that we take, but we forget to label where we've landed on the number line, and that is really important. So I'll show you what I mean. So to get from 0 to 12, I first want to take a big hop of 10. So I'm going to go from 0 all the way to 10. So I just drew my hop, but now I need to label 2 things. I need to label how big this hop was. It was a hop of 10, so I'm going to write plus 10. But I also need to label right here of where I landed. If I started at 0 and I hopped 10, then I landed at 10 on the number line. So those 2 things need to be labeled all the time. Not sometimes, all the time. All right, but I'm still not to my target number yet. I'm trying to get to 12. I can't take a hop of 5 because that would make me go past 12. And I can't take a hop of 10 because that would make me go way past 12. So now I'm going to take a hop of 1. Now again, I've drawn my hop of 1. I need to label 2 things. I need to label the hop and I need to label where I land. So I did a hop of plus 1. So I'm going to label my hop plus 1. And then I'm going to write the number that I landed on. 10 plus 1 equals 11. So I've landed on 11. Am I at my target number of 12? Not quite yet. I'm close, but I still need to hop one more time. So I'm going to do one more hop of 1, and I need to be sure to label that. All right. So now you're going to do a few on your own. You are going to get your iPad's whiteboard out, or if you have your whiteboard like mine, you can use that, or you can use a piece of paper, but it should be something quick and handy. We should not be getting up out of our seats. You should have something nearby that you can do. We're just going to do 2. So the first one I want you to do is I want you to draw a number line. We're starting at 0, and we're going to go to 8. Okay, so now we're going to pause the video and you're going to work on that. All right, the second one you're going to do, new number line. You're going to draw a line. This time, I want you to start at the number 2. And this time, you're going to hop to 15. So you're starting at 2 and you're going to 15. So think about what hops would make that easiest. All right. You're going to pause, you're going to do that, and then talk about it. All right. Now that we have done our number line review, we're going to start talking about ways to bundle sticks to help us count faster. So I'm going to draw something on my whiteboard real quick, and I want you to think in your head what it's called that I'm doing. Do you know what this is called? These are called tally marks. And tally marks are a way to make counting faster. So I draw 4 lines. As soon as I get to 5, I make it like a slash, and then I know that I just count this as 5 instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So similar to that, we're going to be making bundles with popsicle sticks today. I have some popsicle sticks in here. Hopefully you can see them, maybe. Here they are like this. And I could count them all one at a time, but that would be hard to keep track of. So just like tally marks, where once I get to 5, I make a slash, well, with my popsicle sticks, once I get a bundle of 10, I'm going to put a rubber band around it. So before I do that, I want us to just make some estimations. Here are the popsicle sticks. How many do you think are in here? All right, let's count. So once I get a group of 10, I'm going to bundle it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, put my rubber band around it. How much is this? A 10. Just like this is always 5, this is always 10. So I don't need to waste time counting by ones if I know that this is just 10. It saves time. And that's what we want to do in math. We want to be able to save time, but solve things correctly. All right, I'm going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got to put a rubber band around it because a bundle equals 10. So how much do I have now? 20. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bundle it. We're almost there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bundle it. All right, I think this is the last. I think we've got one more bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I have all of our bundles, and you'll see in a minute how much faster it is to count. So remember all those popsicles that were in the bucket that were just scattered? Well, now I have all my bundles, so I can count by tens, and that will make it faster. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Did anyone guess 50? All right. So you need that same dry erase board or whatever you were working on, and we're just going to talk a little bit more about a strategy that you can use to add some bigger numbers, because that's really what we've been working on. We did it with the number line. We did our game yesterday, and now we are going to talk about a strategy called splitting. And splitting can be helpful because sometimes instead of thinking of the tens and the ones together, like 43, sometimes it's easier to add things when you think of the 4 in the tens place as 40 and the 3 in the ones place just as 3. So let me explain. Here we go. I have bundles of popsicle sticks and then some that are just not in a bundle. So that tells me that they're less than 10. So how could you show your work to solve this problem if I wanted to know how many I have all together? So just take a minute. How could you solve that? So first off, let's just talk about what we have. I noticed that on this side, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 42. So I'm going to write that on my board. It would be great if you did that too. So I have 42. On this side, I have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So right now I'm just writing those two numbers. I've written 42 and I've written 25. Okay, so now let's talk about splitting. I'm going to add my addition sign, and I want to know what it equals. But instead of thinking like 42 plus 25, I'm going to split or think about pulling apart into expanded form each number. So the 4 in 42 stands for 40. So I'm going to pull it out. The 2 in 42 stands for 2. So I'm going to write 2. And I'm going to do that same thing with 25. So my 2 in the tens place stands for, does anyone know? Stands for 20. And then my 5 in the ones place stands for just 5 because it's in the ones place. So now I can add the things that are the same. So the two numbers that show what numbers were in my tens place I'm going to add together, and the two numbers that were in my ones place I'm going to add together. So first I'm going to take 40 and 20. Well, I know 4 plus 2 is 6, and all I need to add is a 0. So I know 40 plus 20 is 60. Now I'm going to look at the numbers that are in the ones place, the 2 and the 7. What's 2 plus? Oh, I just gave you the answer. 2 in the 5, and I know 2 plus 5 equals 7. So then it's 60 plus 7 equals 67. So that strategy can be really, really helpful. I love that strategy because it helps me look at the numbers in a more manageable way if I look at what's in the tens place and then what's at the ones place. All right. So now we're going to do it with this problem. I'm going to erase my board. You're going to do this with me. So we want to do 13 plus 36 equals. All right. So I'm going to split my tens. I'm first going to look at my numbers in the tens place. How many groups of 10 do I have in 13? 1. So that equals 10. So I'm going to draw that. Just like that. That 1 equals 10. Right now the 3 is in the ones place, so that just equals 3. All right, so we're done with 13. Now we're going to move on to 36. We're going to look at the number in the tens place first. What number is in the tens place? 3. So that 3 stands for 30. So I'm going to split it. And that 3, I'm going to write 30. And then that 6 is in the ones place, so I'm just going to bring down that 6. Okay, now I need to add it together. What is 30 plus 10? 30 plus 10 is 40. What is 3 plus 6? So I'm adding my ones place. 3 plus 6 is 9. So I know that my total is 40 plus 9 equals 49. All right. We will practice that strategy more later. What I want to show you now is what you're going to be doing for independent practice and then the rest of math time. So remember about the number line. So you're going to be practicing hopping on a number line, and then you're also going to be practicing writing the amount of popsicle sticks. So let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. So what you're going to do first is you're going to do this independent practice. Then, once you are done with this independent practice, you will be able to make a choice board choice. So let's look at this first. It says skip trips on a number line in sticks and bundles. I need to add an S. I just made this and I didn't read it. Okay, directions. Use skip jumps on a number line to go from the starting number to the target number. You may use jumps of 1, 5, and 10. Label your jumps and the points on the number line that you land on. So we talked about that at the beginning of this lesson. So you have 3 number lines that you're going to hop to. One of them starts at 0, one of them starts at 3, and one of them starts at 5. So you're going to use hops of 1, 5, and 10 to get to the target numbers. Remember to label the hops and where you land. Down here, you're going to use what we learned today about bundling popsicle sticks, and you're just going to write the total. So if you see these popsicle sticks, what's the total number? Same with these, and this.
At this time, anyone who is...
All right. And then after you are done with this worksheet, then you may make a choice board choice. You must do Prodigy, the Study Island assessment, and then the Boom Deck. If you want to try to learn how to play the digital workplace that is on our choice board, you are more than welcome. All right, I am going to give Core Cash to the people who have participated, have stayed on task, and completed their work. Have fun today.